Good to go.
Is it? Okay. Thank you. Good morning. It's May the 18th and the time is 8:31 for this mayor manager meeting. And in the Teams meeting is Linda Olson, Dan Harvey, Jade Truscott-Reed, Nathaniel Sierra, Sean Lewis, and Stephanie Carlisle.
Good morning, everybody. We'll start with May 24th. We have a workshop for board and commission interviews and discussion, and that's the only thing on the agenda right now for that. On June 7th, consideration of a property owner request for alley paving, 3900 block of Acoma. Zunai on, let's see, times are assigned. Zunai bike on-street bike lanes project overviews. Consideration to add responsibilities to Keep Inglewood Beautiful regarding sustainability efforts, city center rezoning, new board and commission appointments discussion. Do we want to assign discussion time there?
Yes, we need to assign discussion time there. And I did also want to update, we are down to 19 applicants due to either there not being openings on boards or for personal reasons. So the time has updated from 5:45 to 9:20 as well. So I just wanted to put those updates that way.
But that's on May 24th, correct?
Yes, on May 24th. Yep, but we do need the discussion time for the 7th.
Okay. So what do you think, Mayor?
I'm sorry, I was like I had both of the Excels open, mine and yours. So I couldn't see both of them at the same time. Let's see.
So just needing a discussion time to plug into board and commission appointments discussion.
Yeah. I think it really depends on whether we get a good sense on Monday night, right, Nathaniel? Do you think we can take, do you think anybody will want to stay around to talk about them at all?
It's a good question.
Because if not, we're starting over on this.
Yeah, yeah, it would be best if we could, like we're in the moment, but I would understand if they couldn't. Like I'm leaning towards it. It's probably not going to happen, but I think we should try.
So how much time do we have total here on this one? This is a regular meeting, so I don't know. I'd say half hour, 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every time we
And
do
then,
these, it's different.
And then we do have the proclamation for June as pollinator month. And then for public hearing to discuss direct election of mayor, approval of a proclamation policy, park improvements, construction, award of contract, audio visual modernization for streaming in person and virtual city council meetings, framework agreement with LNR for city center, award of contract to Colton Steel Corp for 2021 alley and grading stabilization project, approval of IGA for Tri-Cities Homelessness Plan of Action, MOU between City of Inglewood and Colorado State Patrol for license plate recognition, grant of electric transmission line easement in Bellevue Park, and I believe this is part of the XL line, and then grant of those look like they're the same, but are they different, Jade?
Nope, it looks like those are two duplicates. I'll figure out why that happened. Sorry.
Okay. Any questions on June 7th?
Nope. We're going to be back face to face and we'll be in the community room for the whole time, right?
Right.
Just go from one thing to the next.
Are we missing one from here? Hold on. The what we were talking about at the end last night, the emergency order. Do I not see it on here?
Oh, emergency ordinance. Yeah, or yeah.
Rescind
Yes, that does need to be
ordinance
added. I'm sorry, what was that, Mayor?
I wasn't, yeah.
It was me. I just said rescinding ordinance 10.
Okay.
And do we do that by ordinance?
Well, I don't think we want to rescind it until we know exactly what, unless we can put some things in place too, and that's
Yeah.
where the trouble is. What can we rescind parts of it, or is it all one?
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to our attorneys about, is if there was a way to rescind the majority of it, but somehow keep at least two. I think right now, the request from the business community and chamber is that we keep two of those as a potential, option, which is the open consumption area and expanded outdoor seating. And so, yeah, I'll be talking to the attorneys about that, and then, yeah, I think we can do something. But I would like to have this as a study session discussion if possible, even though I know we already have a number of study sessions. Was that what you were thinking, Mayor?
Well, that's what I had wanted, but I don't know that I'm, I think we need to know what we're doing before we do it.
Yeah,
Some
it seemed like
people
that's
don't
what Costa
care,
was saying.
and they just say, fine, but that's the way it is, and that's what we have to do. It's not worth it. But I think there were enough last night that says, let's really be thoughtful about this. The emergency order is not prohibiting us from doing anything at this point. I think it's more of a head thing for some people, but
Yeah, I think we can get some analysis and be ready to present that, and then bring something back at the following meeting. So,
okay. I mean, we're back. I'm going to be back in person. That helps.
mhm. All right. Why don't we say, Jade, on that one, presentation 10 minutes? And since I assume this is going to be pretty focused on just two policies, Mayor, what do you think, 15 or so on?
I guess.
Discussion?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess. Although I think yeah.
Shem, will this be something you intend to put together?
Yes. Well, with the attorney. Thank you, Jade. All right. Good catch, Othaniel.
I'm trying to take notes.
And then if we're ready to move on to June 14th, we have 4 or 5 study session items for this meeting. Budget workshop, part number 1. Study session for the Oxford Avenue Ped Bridge, the WIFIA loan application, 2020 audited financial statements review, and the organized garbage and recycling collection RFP content review. And Linda, did you want to assign times to this or wait till next week?
Well, we sure can. I guess we have some already up there, don't we?
We do.
How long are they looking for direction from us on the Oxford Bridge?
Well, I think it's an information only, and it's just an update on the design of that bridge.
Maybe just 5 minutes in, or
Sure.
5 to 10. I don't know. Daniel, you'll be the one that asks most questions, right?
I've been listening into a lot of them. There's been a bunch of public hearings on them. I think they're up to 3 now.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Oh,
They've been really good on communicating these.
and are people coming to them?
Well, that I'm not sure.
Yeah. So this one would be a loan application. I just don't think that should take very long, should it? $10 minutes? Is it just, I mean, what is the risk in applying for this loan?
What's the what I'm applying?
Is it really the discussion will end up being about the projects that it funds, or is it the loan itself that you think would stimulate conversation?
I think the mechanics of the loan might stimulate a little bit, just kind of understanding how it works.
Uh-huh.
Because the projects are lined out in the master plan. And so
Yeah.
I think those are pretty, yeah.
We agreed to those already. So 10 minutes is just an update, right? And then ask questions. Okay. Or there is direction in it.
Yes,
The direction is go ahead, right?
correct.
Okay, I don't think it'll be more than 10 minutes, 10, 15 at the most.
Sounds good. All right. Okay, moving on to June 21st. We have, let's see, 5 study session items.
Yay, load them up.
We did, get
May
last-
financial report, budget workshop part number 2, US 85 planning and environmental linkages study update, sidewalk gap prioritization, Inglewood Downtown Development Authority update, and that's all for study session. On regular, we have new boarding commission updates by resolution, SCADA virtualization at Allen Water Treatment Plant, resolution authorizing submittal of WIFIA loan application and associated application fee, approval of the downtown plan, and contract with selected consultant for UDC rewrite, and finally, city ditch crossing license agreement with the Public Service Company of Colorado, Excel.
Can we go back to the approval of the downtown planning commission? Who is this DDA or what is this?
So you all, I think, gave, yes, it is DDA, and I think you all gave your kind of preliminary, you had a look at the downtown plan that was created by the steering committee, but the DDA themselves, the board has to, I believe, approve that plan to make it official. So, and then it comes to you for final.
But are we calling this something new, planning commission? Is this the planning and zoning and
Yeah.
then steering committee for the DDA, or what is this in the comments description?
Actually, Dan Harvey may want to jump in, but I believe the Planning Commission has some authority to approve this per state guidance for DDAs, that they are one of the boards in addition to council, they're one of the boards that has to approve the downtown plan as well.
Yeah, I mean, let me take a look at that, and I'll just kind of double check the statute, and I can give you kind of more guidance on that. Is it?
It's P and Z is what you're talking about here when you say planning commission. We've usually
Yes, sorry.
we've just said the whole thing in the past. So I just want to make sure we haven't. Yeah, it's not a different commission. It's just the same thing. And then the steering committee is the DDA.
Well, the steering committee was the predecessor to the DDA that created the plan, et cetera. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I'm wondering what that group is now. That's the DDA.
Well, some of those board members did come back on to serve on the DDA, but the steering commission has been dismissed of their duties. And now some of those folks applied for the DDA.
Right, but in the description, it says this is a placeholder. Planning commission and steering committee are interviewing the 2 consultants. Who's the steering? What is the steering committee? Not who is it.
Sorry, I was still on DDA. This is a different topic on the UDC. So this steering committee would be the one that you discussed last night. I think last night.
Last week.
Did you? Whenever you interviewed the board and commission, or you interviewed folks to serve on the steering committee. That's the steering committee it's talking about. I think it was last week or week before.
Oh, okay. I jumped ahead. Sorry. I think. Yeah, I did. I jumped ahead. I was inflating the two of the one above and this one. Sorry. Yeah. Too many acronyms.
Yes.
Early in the morning, and I only had decaf coffee in the house.
I know. I'm waiting for mine to be ready.
So we're saying line item 35 then is P and Z.
Yes.
Okay.
And then 36 it is as well, but it's also the
steering committee.
steering committee that we just appointed last night.
Yeah.
Maybe can we call it the UDC Steering Committee?
Yes, good idea.
All right.
All right, June 28th, we have Citizen of the Year recognition. And I think the questions here are, will it be in person? If it's in person, you can see the questions there.
And
I
we
think-
did receive answers. They're right below.
Oh, okay. So that's all we have planned for that night is just the recognition.
Yeah, can somebody check in with Nathan to make sure that it's still, I mean, he said, yes, that should work. Let me talk with my wife. And that was the last thing I heard from him.
Yes, we can do that.
Just to clarify and then tell him he can invite folks for that night. I mean, you know, like as some people fly in from around, you know, the country. I've had that before. It's pretty common.
Mhm. All right. Are we ready to move on to June 6th?
July.
Sorry, July 6th.
Yep.
We have a motion for Downtown Development Authority, which is council approval of the DDA budget. Then we have a resolution for convertible loan agreement between the EDDA and the city. And that's how they're going to repay the loan that you all approved in the budget supplemental a few weeks ago.
Mhm.
And then first reading of the IGA between the city and the DDA, just detailing who does what in terms of maintenance and everything else. And then also discussion about, does the council desire to, depending on what the DDA board recommends, which I think is this week maybe, or sometime soon, do they want to take another run at one or both of the ballot measures from last year?
Okay. And we haven't finalized our mayor thing yet, right?
I think it's up top. You're talking about the direct election of mayor?
Yeah, did I just miss that? I did.
There's a
There it
public
is.
hearing set for June 7th, which we could also do the later meeting in June, but we would just need to bring that ballot language forward if we are moving forward, the two meetings in July,
Yeah. Okay.
as well as all the other election ordinances will come forward in July as well.
And those would, okay. All right. Are we done?
I think so.
That would be good for me.
Yep,
Do we have anything else on study session topics? Wasn't there one last night? Oh.
Yeah, it was the what is it? That board, the
Yeah. Yeah.
ACE board.
And the chamber, which the chamber had their meeting this morning and I didn't get invited, so I missed it. They're in the middle of their meeting right now. I might pop in and scare them. Yeah, I was a little surprised last night just because I think we all knew that this had been going on. So but I do think it's worth a conversation with everyone. It'd be great to hear what they all thought of it before that, though. So let's let it run its course a little bit, but maybe do we let them bring it forward?
Well, I think you're talking about the board themselves. ACE committee. I
Yeah,
mean?
or
Yeah.
I guess, do we put it on a study session, earmark it somewhere so that we don't lose track of it? And I'm
Yeah.
sure,
Well, it's kind of timely since we actually have the board commission meetings next week.
yeah,
There's 3 open spots that we were unaware of. I'm not sure
I-
how many open spots there are overall.
I think there are 5,
We could, there's 5.
possibly. It's really
So-
not good.
And well, I know that we have, I think, and Stephanie, correct me if I'm wrong, we may have more candidates this time around than open spots. And
For
that's not,
apes?
what's that?
For apes?
No, just candidates overall.
Right.
I know ACE is different. I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. We probably do need a discussion point sooner rather than later.
Yeah, ACE is completely different because we
Yeah.
need
Business owners.
businesses. And I think and there are concerns that that group has not had people who employ others. And so it has a very different kind of group. So it would be nice to have used to have a much broader, set of constituents, which is what we should be going after if it's going to continue the way it is. And when Randy Penn was around, we used to go out and ask people from different sectors to be on it because it just was not functioning. But anyway, this is a conversation we need to have with council. So where would we put that? Looking at this, thinking.
Maybe the 14th.
Yeah, probably.
We already have a lot on there, but.
On the 14th, do we have a budget workshop? No, that's on the 21st, isn't it?
I mean, we don't have any study session items scheduled for July 6th, but I don't know if that's too far out for you guys.
Go back to the 14th for a minute and then let's keep the 6th in mind. So what's the timing looking like here? It's the budget workshop, that's why, yeah. And the financial review statements are usually, 5-minute discussion at the most. So that's 1 hour. That's 2 hours. 2.5 hours, maybe a little more. So we probably could put it in there. Or am I adding those up wrong?
No, I'm looking too, and I'm
I think
pretty
it's
slow.
at
So it looks like those
3
three
hours
little
and
ones are
I
in
think
there.
I added them up wrong. It's over 3.
Yeah, 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah, if we did, yeah, well, is that including the downtown? Yeah. Maybe we should just move it to the 21st. Sorry, Nathaniel, I'm
Yeah,
laughing.
we need you there. Yeah, this is.
Maybe July 6th is the best. Let it play out a bit.
Yeah, let's play. Yeah.
It's not as pressing as some of these other things, but. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
We can take the code to allow the Budget Advisory Committee to review the CIP off, right?
Yes. Where are you?
It's already gone.
Oh,
Pick it off.
can't find it.
Oh, too quick, sorry.
Too fast.
I
Then I think we already addressed one of the the council requests from last night. Was there another one? I don't have it in my
What was the
notes.
one you're thinking of?
I think
Rescinding the order? Is that it?
I think it was mainly around rescinding the order from when I got.
And the ACE was the other, I think, right? I don't think there was any.
Yes. But we also talked about putting that one on as a study session.
Right.
So would
And-
you like to slot that in?
What's on the 6th of July? Yeah.
Oh, it is on the 6th of, oh, thank you. I'm sorry, I'm not reading. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that works, and that gives us time to have some good discussions about it. like I said, it's something that I know some of the board members have been discussing already. The chamber folks have been discussing that with board members and extensively with city staff discussions. And then, like I said, I've briefed council on that once, or I think mostly twice, with 5 of 7 council members. So.
Okay, great.
Anything else?
No. All right, it's 8:56 a.m. and this mayor manager meeting is adjourned.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good day.
Day, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.